is Rajeshwara, math faculty. So, till now we have completed 2 sessions. So, in this third session, we will discuss about how to find the solutions of a quadratic equations by using completing square method. Completing square method, and how to find the solutions of a quadratic equation by using formula method. If you know the formula, you can substitute the coefficients of variables in that formula, then you'll get the solutions. That is formula method. First, we will discuss about completing square method. The main intents of this completing square method is the left side of the quadratic equation may be a perfect square. We are making the left side of quadratic equation. We are making a perfect square. So already we know the general form of a quadratic equation. What is the general form of quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 and a comma b comma c belongs to real numbers or complex numbers. So now this is the general form of quadratic equation. From this general form of quadratic equation, I will use the completing square method to find the solutions of a quadratic equation. That means the formula I will find. So we can find the solutions of this quadratic equations by using completing square method. Later we'll discuss a different models based on this completing square method. So now I'm taking ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. So remember one thing here, what is the coefficient of x square? So coefficient of x square is a. So we need to make the coefficient of x square is 1. To make x square coefficient is 1, so total equation we need to divide with x square coefficient. What is the x square coefficient here? The x square coefficient is a. So we need to divide the total equation with a. So ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Divide both sides with a. Why I am dividing with a? What is the coefficient of x square? A. That's why I am dividing with a. Suppose the coefficient of x square is 10. Divide both sides with 10. To make x square coefficient 1. To make x square coefficient as unity. So now ax square by a is x square plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. Now I'm taking the constant term on the right hand side. Always same procedure we can apply for any completing square method. The constant term is you can take on right hand side. Then it will become x square plus b by ax equal to minus c by a. Now see here what you have to do. What is the main intention of this completing square method? To make left hand side of quadratic equation may be a perfect square. So now I'm taking here x square means a square means x square. I'm taking as a square plus 2. We don't know the value of b. So in that identity a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, if you know a b values, then you can write a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. So if you don't know b value, you can find the b value from here. So a square plus 2, already a you decided as x. To get b value, what you have to do? So whatever the value in that b by ax, that value by this value, if you divide, definitely you will get the b value. That means do the simplification of b by ax by 2x. b by ax by 2x. These two will cancel. So actually this is 2 by 1. When you take the reciprocal, it will become b by 2a. That is the b value. Already I decided a value as x. I'm deciding here b value. To get the b value, this total term, that means the second term of the quadratic equation by 2a value. Whatever the a value x, 2x. Definitely you will get the b value. That is the simple logic to find the completing square method. If you know how to calculate b value, total completing square method is very, very easy. So now, what is the b value? B by 2a. So a square plus 2ab plus b square is there, then you can write the identity of a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. So here b is b by 2a. B is b by 2a. Now I am writing b by 2a whole square I am adding. If you add any term to any expression or any equation, immediately you have to subtract the same term. Then there is no change in that expression or equation. There is no change in that value. So now I am adding here. What I am adding? Plus b by 2a whole square I am adding. Immediately minus b by 2a whole square also you have to subtract. Then if you make the cancellation of these two, then you'll get this only. 2 if you do the cancellation, bx by a, that is bx by a. There is no change in that value. That equal to minus c by a. Minus c by a. So till here, identify a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2a means x already decided as a. 2ab plus b square, that is a plus b whole square. A plus b by 2a whole square is equal to not equal to minus b by 2a whole square equal to minus c by a. The next step I will make this minus term I will take on other side. So now this one x plus b by 2a whole square equal to, now I am taking this minus b by 2a whole square, I am taking other side. Already here minus c by a is there, then it will go other side, plus b square by 4a, plus b square by 4a. I expanded here. Now x plus b by 2a equal to, I'm removing the here square. When you want to remove the square, take root on both sides. When you apply root for both sides, definitely it will become plus or minus value. Plus or minus value. So take root on both sides means plus or minus square root of minus c by a plus b square by 4a. So x plus b by 2a equal to plus or minus. So take the LCM of these two. That is LCM is 4a. 4a. So if you multiply here a with 4a means 4. That means minus 4c here it is, I think 4a square, sorry, 4a square, b square by 4a square, b square by 4a square. Now the LCM is 4a square minus 4ac plus b square, minus 4a square plus b square. Now x equal to, I'm taking this plus b by 2a on other side. Then here if you separate the root for both the numerator and denominator, this will become square root of plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by square root of 4a square is 2a. If you will take this side, then minus b by 2a, minus b by 2a, then it will become x equal to, this one I am writing first, minus b by 2a plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So here the two terms are there along with addition sign or subtraction sign and subtraction sign. So both the denominators are equal, then we can write as the same denominator as LCM, then minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. b square minus 4ac by 2a. In this expression we got two solutions. One solution is minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and another solution is b minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Total two solutions we got by using completing square method. And this is the formula for finding the solutions of any quadratic equation. Now nothing is there in this completing square method. If you find this value, how to find this b value, then definitely you can do the total method. If you find b value, plus b square minus b square. Why we are taking plus b square? To make it a perfect square in identity a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square is there. That's why we need to add plus b square and we need to subtract minus b square. So finally this minus b square term you can take other side, definitely you will get a perfect square. That is a minus b whole square or a plus b whole square. When you are getting a plus b whole square, according to the question, the coefficient of x is positive, definitely you will get a plus b whole square. The coefficient of x is negative, you will get a minus b whole square. So it depends upon the x coefficient symbol. So whether it is negative, he will get a minus b whole square. Whether it is positive, he will get a plus b whole square. Here two solutions I got. What are those two? Because of that no space, that's why I am erasing here. So x equal to minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, and another solution is minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. These two are the solutions of the given quadratic equation. This is one of the solution, and another one is this one. This is also x equal to. So for any quadratic equation, already we have discussed a total two solutions are there. Those are the two solutions, and these are the formulas for any quadratic equation. If you substitute a value, b value, c value in this two values, definitely you will get two solutions. Let us see the example question, means that exercise questions in our textbook. So different questions are there. In the first main, they are asking find the solutions of a given quadratic equation by using completing square method. So completing square method. Now I am taking the question is 2x square plus x minus 4. 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. This is the question they gave from your textbook exercise 5.3. So by using completing square they are asking. In your exam, suppose if they did not ask completing square method or factorization method, that means factorization method or completing square method or any formula method, they are not asking. Just find the solutions of a given quadratic equation, that's it. Just they are asking. Without asking any appropriate method, you can choose any method. Suppose if they are asking any particular method, in that method only you have to do the solution. Suppose they are asking factorization method. If you don't know the factorization method, you are doing the formula method, they will not give the full marks. They will give the marks, but they will not give the full marks. Understand? So now whether they are asking when they are asking the completing square method, means you have to do the solution by using completing square method only. Okay, now I'm doing the solutions by using completing square method. Because of that, in that question they are asking by using completing square method. What I said, the first case is you have to make x square coefficient as unity, that means 1. So here 2 is there, and that before question a is there, that's why I divided with a. Total equation I divided with a. So here given equation I am writing 2x square plus x minus 4 equal to 0. Here the x square coefficient is 2. Sometimes in that question x square coefficient is 1. Directly they are giving x square coefficient is 1. No need to divide with any non-zero real number. Any non-zero real number. That's why directly you can take a plus b whole square. A means a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square identity. So now here 2 is there. That's why divide 2 on both sides. Divide 2 on both sides. So x square plus 1 by 2x, actually x by 2 or 1 by 2x, both are same. X by 2 or 1 by 2 into x, both are same. Minus 4 by 2 means 2 equal to 0. Equal to 0. The second step is constant term you can take other side. Then it will become x square plus 1 by 2x equal to 2. What I said here, you can make x whole square, a square. I am deciding a and b in this step. So I am deciding a means I am taking x as a whole square. In each and every question, a whole square is x whole square. That's it. When it is a completing square method. Plus 2a b. Now I am deciding b. So what I said the method to decide the b, 1 by 2x by 2x. 1 by 2x by 2x. Do the simplification in your rough page. 1 by 2x by 2x. X cancel. Here 2 by 1. When you take the reciprocal, 1 by 2 into, actually this is the 2 by 1. It will become 1 by 2. So your answer is 1 by 4. That is the b value. 1 by 4 is our b value. Now you can verify whether we are getting this term or not here only by simplification. 2 2s are 4. So here 1 by 2 x, 1 by 2 x. So our b value is correct. So b is decided, that is 1 by 4. 2ab. What I said here, immediately to get an identity, plus b square we need to add and minus b square we have to subtract. Constant term as it is you can write 2. Understand? Now till here a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is a plus b whole square identity, a plus b 1 by 4 whole square minus 1 by 4 whole square equal to 2. So now I am taking x plus 1 by 4 whole square. What I said here, we need to, the main intention of this completing square method is left hand side of the quadratic equation we are making as a perfect square. We are making as a perfect square. X plus 1 by 4 whole square equal to, you can take this minus 1 by 4 whole square other side. Already 2 is here, plus 1 by 4 whole square. Plus 1 by 4 whole square. Now x plus 1 by 4 whole square equal to 2 plus 1 by 4 4 are 16. 4 4 are 16. Be careful when you are doing the simplification. So now it is x plus, now I am erasing that one, x plus 1 by 4 whole square equal to, this is 2 by 1, LCM is 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 plus 1. So x plus 1 by 4 whole square equal to 33 by 16. X plus 1 by 4 equal to plus or minus, that is very very important. When you are taking the root on both sides, definitely you should make plus or minus. Whole square means plus whole square is same value, minus whole square also same value. That's why we need to take plus or minus. Root 33 by root 16 means 4. So x plus 1 by 4 equal to plus or minus root 33 by 4. Then you can take this 1 by 4 value, you can take other side. Then it will become minus 1 by 4. Both the denominators are same. We can make it as, we can directly write the numerators with the symbol. Plus or minus means root 33 minus 1 by 4. So two solutions I got here. So one of the solution is root 33 minus 1 by 4 and another solution is minus root 33 minus 1 by 4. So x equal to root 33 minus 1 by 4, that means plus root 33, and another solution is minus root 33 minus 1 by 4. Minus 1 by 4. So So these two are the solutions for given quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation. By using formula method also you will get the same answers. You will get the same answers. So children are doing the common mistake. What is that mistake? When you are applying the root, it is for only 33, not for 1. Not for 1. So when you are doing the fast simplification, some of the children are doing, so you can apply the root for both values. That is wrong. Root is applied for only 1, root is applied for only 33, not for 1. So these two are the solutions. Okay, this is the one of the question from your textbook. One more question I will explain here, that is with root. That is the second question. That is the second question. So children are thinking if the question is with roots or fractions, that is very difficult. Nothing is the same procedure you can apply for any question. So second question is 4x square plus 4 root 3x. 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Plus 3 equal to 0. This is the given quadratic equation. We need to find the solutions of quadratic equation by using completing square method. Completing square method. Now I'm writing the same question here. 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. What I said here, x square coefficient is 4. We need to make x square coefficient as 1. Then divide both sides with 4. Then it will become x square plus root 3x plus 4 gets cancelled. 3 by 4 equal to 0. So what is the next step? Constant term you can take other side. So x square plus root 3x equal to minus 3 by 4. So we need to take a and b here. We are deciding. So a square plus 2a b. To get b, what I said here, root 3x by 2x. Root 3x by 2x. When you take the division of root 3x by 2x, x's cancel, you'll get root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. I'm not doing the simplification because of that. This is very easy. So verify here. 2 gets cancelled. Root 3x is the before term. Okay. So b I decided here. So next step is what? Plus b square and minus b square we have to take. Plus b square is plus root 3 by 2 whole square minus root 3 by 2 whole square equal to right hand side value is minus 3 by 4. So in mathematics, remember one thing, each and every step follow the before step. So don't skip any term or any value without simplification. Without simplification. So x whole square till here, this is a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. A plus, because of the a square plus 2ab plus b square plus b square. A plus b is root 3 by 2 whole square minus root 3 by 2 whole square equal to minus 3 by 4. So whole square equal to, this term we need to take other side, minus 3 by 4 plus root 3 by 2 whole square. So now x plus root 3 by 2 whole square equal to, I'm doing the simplification here, minus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Minus 3 by 4 and root 3 whole square is 3. 2 2s are 4. Minus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 both gets 0. Now minus 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 2 whole square minus 3 by 4, when it will go other side, plus root 3 by 2 whole square 3 by 4, right. X plus root 3 by 2 whole square equal to 0. Then the roots are x plus root 3 by 2 equal to 0. X equal to plus or minus root 3 by 2, plus or minus root 3 by 2. So the roots are x equal to plus or minus root 3 by 2. By using this quadratic equation, we can find the roots for any quadratic equation. We can find the solutions, we can find the roots, okay. So hope you understand this completing square method by the giving quadratic equations, now we can take different word problems are there in this exercise. So here if they give word problem, already I said in the previous session, if they give word problem, first you have to understand the word problem. So we need to frame the equation, by using that word problem. So if you know how to frame the equation of the word problem, from the word problem, then you can do the simplification by using completing square or formula method. So in that second question they are asking, find the roots of the quadratic equations given in question number 1 by using formula method. You can substitute each and every value of coefficients of x and x square and constant term in that formula. Definitely you will get the solutions. One of the example I will explain here. The same question of 4x square plus 4 root 3x, I will take 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Already we have done this question by using completing square method. Now I am doing with the formula method. So 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0, and general form of quadratic equation bx plus c equal to x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here a equal to 4, b equal to 4 root 3 and c equal to 3. Now I am applying, we know the formula method. What is the formula method? X equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So x equal to minus 4 root 3 plus or minus square root of b square. That means 4 root 3 whole square minus 4ac by 2 4s are 16. So then x equal to minus 4 root 3 plus or minus square root of 16 into 3, 48. 16 into 3 is 48. That means 4 4s are 16, root 3 whole square is 3, 16 into 3 is 48. Minus here also 4 4s are 16, 16 3s are 48. 48 minus 48 by 2 4s are 16. X equal to minus 4 root 3 plus or minus, this is the root 0 by 16. X equal to minus 4 root 3 by 16. X equal to minus root 3 by 4. X equal to minus root 3 by 4. This is the one of the root. So in this way we can find the solutions of a quadratic equation by using formula method or completing square method. Now one more thing I have to explain, that is when you are writing the formula for any quadratic equation, minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, so in this quadratic equation formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here the b square minus 4ac is called discriminant, or sometimes we can denote it with a delta. Treat it as delta. Okay, so the nature of the roots. So that will come in next session. Nature of the roots. So roots are depends upon this b square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, definitely roots are real and distinct. Greater than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0. Roots are real and distinct. If this discriminant is less than 0, no real roots. That means imaginary roots. That means imaginary roots. Later in the next session, we will discuss briefly about this discriminant. Just I'm explaining here what about this b square minus 4ac. Okay. Now let us start with word problems. So different word problems are there. Some of the important word problems only I will explain from this chapter. So now see there, fourth question. One of the fourth question. What is that? The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age is 3 years ago. The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age is 3 years ago, they are saying 3 years ago, and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Then they are asking find his present age. Find his present age. So this type of question is there in that second session. I did not explain about related to age related questions. Now I am explaining this age related question in third session. Okay. Second session also there by using factorization method, but in third session I am explaining the question age related. So now see there, read the question carefully. The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman says 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Sum of the reciprocals. Sum of the reciprocals. We need to take the addition of reciprocals of the Rahman says one is 3 years ago and another one is 5 years hence. 5 years from now. 5 years hence or 5 years from now. We don't know the present age of Rahman. We don't know the present age of Rahman. Let us take present age of Rahman, that is x years. If you don't know, if you did not write the years, then it will become xy. Okay, better to write the total full form x years. Then keep single inverted commas. That is that is better. So present age is this one. After the before 3 years, 3 years ago they are saying 3 years ago, age of Rahman when 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Better to write here also years. That is 3 years ago means x minus 3 years. X minus 3 years. Okay. 3 years ago means from this present age we need to subtract 3. Then only you will get 3 years ago what was the age of Rahman. Now age of, and it's a reciprocal also you can take here. Reciprocal of Rahman's age 3 years ago equal to, reciprocal means 1 by x minus 3 years. 1 by x minus 3 years. Similarly, these two type steps we can write for 5 years. 5 years from now. From now means present age is x. 5 years from now means we need to add 5 years for that present age. We need to add 5 years for that present age. So age of Rahman when 5 years from now or hence, that is x plus 5 years. So reciprocal also I am taking. Reciprocal of Rahman's age (5 years) hence are 5 years from now, both are same. So that is 1 by x plus 5 years. So what they are saying, this reciprocal of Rahman says 3 years ago, reciprocal of Rahman says 5 years from now, both sum of the, that is what it is equal to 1 by 3. That means according to the question, 1 by reciprocal of 3 years ago, sum reciprocal of 5 years hence from now, that equal to 1 by 3. 1 by 3. This is the framing of the equation by using the statements. Okay. So statements are very, very important. You need to write the statements also. So because of that space is not sufficient. That's why I am erasing here. So the equation is 1 by x minus 3 plus 1 by x plus 5 equal to 1 by 3. Take the LCM of both denominators. What is the LCM of both denominators? That is x minus 3 into x plus 5. X minus 3 into x plus 5. So cross multiply x plus 5 plus x minus 3 equal to 1 by 3. So x plus x is 2x plus 2 by multiply here. Multiplication of binomials. So first this term you need to multiply the total those two terms, and next you have to multiply minus 3, not only 3, minus 3 to these two terms. So when you are multiplying x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 15, that equal to 1 by 3. X square 5x minus 3 into x minus 3x minus into plus minus 3 5s are 15. So do the cross multiplication. So this is 6x plus 6 equal to here x square. Now I am simplifying here also. 5x minus 3x is 2x minus 15. Cross multiplication with 1, then you will get the same expression. So x square, this one x square term is on the right hand side. Now I am taking this x term and constant term also, you can take right hand side. When here the children are getting confusion, this term you can if you will take this term or this side or this term or this side, children are getting confusion here only. So if x square coefficient is a negative, means x square symbol is x square sign is negative, definitely you can take this total expression on left hand side. Suppose if it is a positive, then you can take the left hand side expression to the right hand side. Okay. So total two x square terms are there on the left hand. One is left hand side and another one is right hand side. One is left hand side and another one is right hand side. In that case, which is the biggest x square term? Okay, x square coefficient you have to compare. So suppose the left hand side biggest coefficient is there, then you can take the right hand side. All terms you can take the left hand side. So here there is only one x square term, that is on which is on right hand side. Then in this case, the remaining x term and constant term you can take the other side. And here it is having a positive sign. So if it is negative sign, definitely you can take these are values on this side. Actually, why? Because in our general form of quadratic equation, x square coefficient is positive. X square coefficient is positive. When you will take negative, then only we will get the solution. But if it is a positive number, simplification is easy for us. That's why. Now you can take x square plus 2x minus 15 as it is. I am writing here. Here it is plus 6x. When it will go other side, minus 6x. Here it is plus 6. When it will go other side, minus 6 equal to 0. Now x square like terms, x terms, so plus 2x minus 6x is minus 4x minus 21. 15 and 6 is 21 equal to 0. So now the factorization method or completing square method or formula method, you can use in any method. Okay, better to use the factorization method. That is very easy method, and we are using the method from 8th class onwards. That's why we can use the factorization method. So x square minus 4x minus 21 equal to 0. So now let us take minus 21 here and minus 4 here. 7 3s are 7 3s are 7 and 3 here. 7 and 3. To get minus 4, we need to keep minus sign for bigger value. So then if you multiply, you are getting this one, x square minus 7x plus 3x minus 21 equal to 0. Take x common, x minus 7 and x minus 7, if you take plus 3, because of that when you multiply you need to get this term. So equal to 0 is there, x minus 7 take common and x plus 3 is there, this is equal to 0. Two linear factors we got here. So we need to equate these two linear factors separately with 0. X minus 7 equal to 0, and another case is x plus 3 equal to 0, x equal to 7 and x equal to minus 3. We cannot take minus 3 as x. Because of that, here we are deciding the age. Age cannot be in negative. Age can't be in negative. So here the present age, x is present age. Already I have written previous one of the statement is x as Rahman's present age. Present age of Rahman. Present age of Rahman. That equal to 7 years. 7 years. Okay. So this is the method to find the solution of quadratic equation by using word problems. So in this word problem, so first main thing is you need to frame the quadratic equation. Frame the quadratic equation. So to frame the quadratic equation, first you have to understand the question. One more question I will explain here. That is water taps question. Very easy question. Children are thinking water tap question is difficult. That's why we are not doing that water tap question, sir. So that's why I'm explaining that water tap question. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. I'm writing the question here. Two water taps can fill the tank together in 9 3/8 hours. 9 3/8 hours. Okay. Now the tap of larger diameter takes larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. 10 hours less than the smaller one. Less than the smaller one means smaller diameter tap. There are two taps here. Okay. So smaller one to fill the tank separately. To fill the tank separately. Now they are asking find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. We need to find the time. Find the time to each tap. Find the time in which each tap can fill the tank separately. So we need to find the time taken for each tap can fill the tank separately. So here two taps are there. One of the tap is larger diameter tap and another tap is smaller diameter tap. Obviously we know that generally we can say that which one is the larger tap that can fill the tank with faster time. So that means very less time, it will take less time, and a smaller diameter tap can fill the tank more time, it can take the more time. That's why, so here see what we have to take the X. Read the question. Two water taps can fill the tank together. Together means both tanks together. Both tanks are when you on the both tanks, then both tanks can fill the tank 9 3/8 hours. 9 3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. If you know the smaller one time, means smaller diameter tap time, then you can find the larger diameter time, larger diameter tap time. Okay, suppose smaller diameter tap time is taking 50 hours, means to fill the tank it is taking 50 hours. When then the larger diameter will take 10 hours less than, that means 40 hours only it will fill the tank. It will fill the tank, it means a larger diameter. Suppose if you know the smaller one time, means a smaller diameter tap time, then you can find the larger diameter tap time. Let us take time taken for smaller diameter tap equal to X hours. X hours. Now I am writing here only time taken for smaller diameter tap. For full tank, X hours I am taking. X hours I am taking. For full tank I am taking. Suppose for full tank it is taking 10 hours. It is taking, or 5 hours. I am taking 5 hours. Total fill the tank when it is smaller diameter tap, 10 hours it will take. It is taking. Within 1 hour, how much portion should be filled? So that is 1 by 10. That is 1 by 10. Because of that total portion is 1. Total portion is filling. That means total 1 portion, time taken to fill the total 1 portion is 10 hours. Time taken, so portion for filling within 1 hour. Within 1 hour means here actually 10 hours is multiplying with 1 hour. Here 1 hour you need to find. Then here 10 hour is multiplying. When it will go this side, 1 by 10 portion. 1 by 10 part. That means 1 by 10th part. It can fill within 1 hour. So here similarly time taken for smaller diameter tap, total portion is X hours. Total portion is X hours. Now portion filled by smaller tap within 1 hour, that is 1 by X portion. 1 by X portion. So now similar time taken for smaller tap diameter, that is X hours. For larger diameter tap, what they are saying, 10 hours less than. So time taken for ten hours less means X minus 10 hours it is taking. X minus 10 hours. So similarly portion filled by larger tap within 1 hour, that equal to 1 by X minus 10 hours. 1 by X minus 10 hours. Both taps can fill the tank within 9 3/8 hours. Time taken, I'm not writing portion here, time taken only. Time taken for both taps can fill the tank. That equal to what they give here, 9/3/8 hours. 9/3/8 hours. Okay. Now 9/3/8 means this is mixed fraction change into proper fraction. That is 8 9 are 72, 72 plus 3, 75/8 hours. Okay, 8 hours. Now portion filled by both taps within 1 hour. 8/75. 8/75 part. 8/75 part. This is not hours. This is a part. This is also part. Okay. So within 1 hour, 8/75 how? So what I said here, when it is x, when it will come this side, 1/x. Actually here, one is there that 75/8, it will come this side. Then reciprocal is 8/75. So identify these three equations. So from these three equations, we can say that from 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, according to the question, portion filled by both taps, that means 1/x part plus 1/x minus 10 part equal to 8/75 part. Okay, 1/x part plus 1/x minus 10 part equal to 8/75 part. So from 1, 2 and 3, equations, we can frame 1/x plus 1/x minus 10 equal to 8/75. 8/75. Now take the LCM of these two fractions, that is x into x minus 10. Do the cross multiplication, x minus 10 plus x, that equal to 8/75. 8/75. Now what is x here? What we are doing? What we are finding here? Finding the time taken for smaller tap. If you find the smaller tap time taken, then automatically you can find the larger tap time to fill the tank. That is 2x minus 10 by x square minus 10 equal to 8/75. Do the cross multiplication. 75 into 2 is 150x minus 750 equal to 8x square. This is 10x minus 80x. 80x. Now x square term, what I said before, wherever the x square term is positive, on that side you can take the remaining terms, that means other side terms. So here it is positive, this is on right hand side, you can take this two terms on left hand side, you can take to the right hand side. Then 8x square minus 80x minus 150x plus 750 equal to 0. Then 8x square, this is minus 230x plus 750 equal to 0. Take 2 common. So each and every term 2 is the common value. So if you take 2 is the common factor for total expression, 4x square minus 115x plus 3 7 jar 3 5 jar. So here 2 is multiplying, when it will go other side, divide. 4x square minus 115x plus 375 equal to 0. Okay, so now 4x square minus 115x plus 375 equal to 0. So 375 and minus 115. Minus 115. So minus 750, it will become plus, right. So now find the factors. So I think 115. So see here once again 750 x plus x minus 10 plus x 2x minus 10 by x into x minus 10 equal to x square minus 10x by 8 by 75 150x minus 750 8x square minus 8x 8x square minus 8x minus 150 that is plus 750 minus 230 plus 750 plus 750 when it will go other side, that is plus 750 plus 750, then 8x square minus 230 plus 750 minus 115 plus 375 115. Take 115 115 1500 375 into 4, sorry, 1500, this is plus 1500 minus 115. To get minus 115, I think both should be negative. Both should be negative. Both should be negative. Then only you'll get minus 1500 plus 1500 and minus 115. Then 4x square minus 100x minus 15x plus 375 equal to 0. Now take a common from these two terms, that is 4x. X minus 25. Again x minus 25 you can write here, plus minus 15 equal to 0. 4x minus 15, one of the linear factor, and another linear factor is x minus 25 equal to 0, and two linear factor we need to make equal to 0. 4x minus 15 equal to 0 and x minus 25 equal to 0. So here 4x equal to 15, x equal to 15 by 4, x equal to 25. Here we cannot take the fraction, time we cannot take in to a fraction, that's why we need to take x value is 25. Therefore time taken to fill the smaller diameter tap equal to 25 hours. Then therefore larger tap is less than 10 hours less than the smaller diameter tap. Time taken to fill the larger diameter tap equal to 25 minus 10, that equal to 15 hours. 15 hours, that is the solution for taps question. It is also important question. Based on this model only they will give the questions. They will not give as it is values, as it is questions, as it is values, as it is questions. They never give in our board exams. So hope you understand the third session questions, and one or two questions I will explain in the fourth session also. So because of that one or two questions are there, that is polygon question and train travel question. Already I explained the same model in the second session. Difference of the numbers question is also there, that will also I'll explain in fourth session, that means the next session. So hope you understand about completing square method and that quadratic formula method, completing square method and formula method by using the word problems. This is the third session. Thank you one and all.